Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I'm going to say call Thapalaf Lo Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatham. To the elders, double honors, and to the brothers and sisters on the four corners of this planet Earth, standing on these laws, statutes, and commandments, and praying for the hastening of the coming of Yahshua HaMashiach, who people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. My name is Mapatak, and today I have another, it's a short lesson, addition to Thick Old series, you know what I mean? If you brothers and sisters, haven't subscribed to my channel, I pray that y'all do, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing but the spirit, that's all, you know what I mean? But, today, what I want to talk about is basically, it's something that, that us brothers and sisters who know this truth are here, what we need to do, you know what I'm saying? And basically it's get the blood off our hands, because think about it, the Most High woke us up with this truth, and after we apply it on ourselves, we're supposed to, enlighten other people, you know what I mean? Some of us go out into the hedges and the highways, some of us, do it on the job and this and that, whatever, wherever you do this, wherever you witness or you let people know about this truth, we supposed to do it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that there have been times that, the Spirit told you to speak and you didn't speak, you know what I'm saying? So basically through the Spirit, you know what I'm saying, if the Spirit told us to say something and we didn't say it, you know what I'm saying, and that person, goes ahead and leave this planet Earth, okay, without you, witness to that person, the blood is on your hands, you know what I'm saying? So what I want to do, I want to go into the scripture, you know what I'm saying, through these precepts, let the precepts, just back up, what I say, you know what I mean? Because my words can't, I can't deliver, I can't say nobody, you know what I'm saying? It is a spirit that quickeneth the flesh, profiteth nothing. So I just pray you brothers and sisters, get an understanding of what the Spirit said to churches. And I want to go into it. I'm going to start off with the GNT, just to make this type simple, you know what I mean? We always deal with, scriptural comparisons, you know what I mean? We deal with all types of versions: NIV, GNT, KJV, CEV, CEB, BBE, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We deal with all types. You know what I'm saying? Because some versions break it down better than others. You know what I'm saying? Better than the KJV. You know what I mean? Or RSV, and so on and so forth. So, like I said, the name of this little video or this little lesson is called, get the blood off your hands, all right? My first precept I want to go to is, I want to start with Ezekiel, okay, chapter 3. I'm going to start at verse 17 real quick. Okay, Ezekiel 3, verse 17, it's in the KJV. It says, "Mortal man," he said, "I am making you a lookout for the nation of Israel. You will pass on to them the warnings I give you." So basically, you so-called black, Hispanics, Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? When the Most High wakes you up and gives you an understanding of this truth right here, and you apply it to yourself, you know what I'm saying? Through the Spirit, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to go out there, and warn your people, okay? If that's your ministry, okay? You know what I mean? If you know this truth, you're supposed to go out there and warn somebody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, women, you know what I'm saying? Women is not supposed to go out into the, to the hedges and the highways and, basically, and preach this truth out on the street. I mean, women have different ministries, but the point is delivering this message, okay? I'm going to put it like this. If the Most High woke you up with this truth and you applied it to yourself and this and that, you're supposed to, wake up your people that you come in contact with. Let them know something about it. You know what I mean? So I'll read it again. 17. "Mortal man," he said, "I am making you a lookout for the nation of Israel. You will pass on to them the warnings I give you. So plain and simple, you got to pass on these warnings that the Most High basically is giving you. If you love your brother and your sister, you're going to warn them. Okay. And real quick, I'm gonna go to Ezekiel 33, 7-9 real quick. All right. There's a precept for that. Ezekiel 33. I'm going to read 7-9. It says, now, mortal man, I am making you a lookout for the nation of Israel. It says the same thing. You must pass on to them the warnings I give you. Verse 8. If I announce that an evil person is going to die, but you do not warn him to change his ways so that he can save his life, then he will die, still a sinner, and I will hold you responsible for his death. That's the point. Okay, but it was a precept, but it says the same thing in Ezekiel 3rd chapter. Okay, verse 9. If you do warn an evil person and he doesn't stop sinning, he will die, still a sinner, but your life will be spared. So what the Spirit is saying is, okay, what the Spirit is saying is, okay, if you go out, okay, and you warn a person, okay, and the person don't listen to your warning and goes ahead and does whatever and something happens to him, you're not responsible, okay? But if you're supposed to warn that person and you don't, okay, and the person goes out and something happens to him, you're responsible. So if you know something, okay, that the Spirit say tell that person and you don't do it, okay, and then something happens to that person, you're responsible for what happened. Why? Because you wasn't obedient what the Spirit say do. Okay, you so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. And another precept I want to go for, this is precept for verse 17 and Ezekiel the 3rd chapter. Okay, it's Jeremiah 6 and 17. All right, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, verse 17. It says, then the Lord appointed sentries to listen for the trumpet's warning, but they said, we will not listen. You can't be like that, okay? You can't be like that. If the Most High put you in a position, okay, and the Most High basically, warned you, you got to warn your people too, okay? That's the whole vibe right here, you know what I'm saying? The Most High has us in a position, he has us sitting high in the Spirit, okay? And when basically we see what's coming, okay, the Lord shows us what's coming, okay, our duty is to warn our people. That's why we're put in that position. All right. Okay, let me go back to Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. All right. Back to Ezekiel, 3rd chapter. Hold on. Okay, Ezekiel, 3rd chapter. I'm gonna read verse 18 and 19. All right. 18. If I announce that someone is evil, if I announce that someone evil is going to die, but you do not warn him to change his ways so that he can save his life, he will die still a sinner, but I will hold you responsible for his death. Okay, just like I said before, okay, we got to warn these people. The Most High wants us to warn these people, okay? And then if they don't listen, that's on them. Okay, but we have to warn these people because we don't know if they're going to listen or not. You know what I mean? And just think about it. You know what I'm saying? How many people, okay, did you let walk by, okay, and the Spirit told you to talk to that person? You think about that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, verse 19. If you do warn an evil man and he doesn't stop sinning, he will die, still a sinner, but your life will be spared, just like it said in Ezekiel 33. So the point is doing what the Spirit say do. Okay, if the Spirit say warn that person and he don't listen, that's on him. But if the Spirit tell you to warn somebody and you don't do it, okay, that person's life could be saved by what comes out your mouth. Okay, so we have to be sensitive to what the Spirit says. You know what I mean? All right. Precept. Isaiah 49 and 45. All right. Isaiah 49. Hold on. Select it. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Isaiah 49. Is it 25? I don't think that's a precept. I probably wrote it down wrong. But anyway, let me go back. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something. Cause I might have wrote that precept down. I probably wrote it down wrong or something. Let me see. 1 second. Let me see. Ezekiel 3. Anyway, let me read it one more time. This is Ezekiel, maybe 18 and 19. I can't find that precept right now. Let me see. Ezekiel 3. I'll read 18 and 19 again. Okay. Again, no, I'll read 19. It says, if you do warn an evil man and he doesn't stop sinning, he will die. Still a sinner, but your life will be spared. Again, okay? We do what we're supposed to do, okay? Then our life will be spared, okay? If the Spirit tell you to do something, that's why obedience is better than sacrifice. The Spirit tell you to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Don't be ashamed. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why we out there. You know what I'm saying? To wake up our people. All right. Okay. Verse 20. It says, if someone truly good starts doing evil, and I put him in a dangerous situation, he will die if you do not warn him. So it's talking about somebody, a righteous person, somebody who knows the truth, okay? And they start, I guess backsliding, okay? Because the Most High put stumbling blocks in his way. And he said, and it goes on to say, okay, and then Most High wants us to warn him. And if we don't warn him, okay, let me go ahead and keep on with the verse. It says, excuse me, he will die because of his sins. I will not remember the good he did, and I will hold you responsible for his death. So basically the blood is on your hands, okay? I'm going to read it again. Verse 20. If someone truly good, a righteous person, starts doing evil, starts backsliding, okay? And I will put him in a dangerous situation. He will die if you do not warn him, okay? He will die because of his sins. I will not remember the good he did. And I will hold you responsible for his death. Okay, so, you so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, you start backsliding, okay, you start doing righteousness, you know what I'm saying? And the brother's supposed to warn you, supposed to, lift you up out of that mud, you know what I'm saying? But you brothers, okay, that see your brother, okay, falling off, okay, you're supposed to warn him, okay? The Most High is telling you right there, you know what I'm saying? You're responsible, okay? You are your brother's keeper, okay? That's how you get your blood off your hands. You know what I'm saying? We got to get the blood off our hands, because look, we don't even know, you know what I'm saying, who that person that walked by that we're supposed to talk to. Okay, so we need to pray for the Most High to give us another chance to get the blood off our hands. All right. I got precept. Yeah, precept. Ezekiel 18 and 24. All right, Ezekiel 18 and 24. It says, but if a righteous person stops doing good, it's the same thing, and starts doing all the evil, disgusting things that evil people do, will he go on living? No. None of the good he did will be remembered. He will die because of his unfaithfulness and his sins. So through the Spirit is telling you something, right? Okay, all that good you done. Okay, all that good you done when you was in the truth and this and that. Okay, the Lord is saying, look, if you backslide and go back into the world and start doing evil, all that good you done is not going to help you. That's what the Word of God is saying right here. Let me read it one more time. But if a righteous person stops doing good and starts doing all the evil, so if you've been doing righteousness and you go back into the world, think about a lot of these brothers and sisters who was in the truth and fell off, went back into the world. Listen to the Most High saying, okay, discussing things that evil people do. Will he go on living? No. None of the good he did will be remembered. Okay? I'm going to read it again. None of the good he did will be remembered. He will die because of his unfaithfulness and his sins. Okay? So you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? You got to pray to the Most High that you don't fall back into the world. Because all that righteousness, all the blessings, okay, basically all the good things that you done while you're in this truth, you know what I'm saying? You fall back in the world, it's not gonna be accounted to you. You know what I'm saying? The Most High says he's not even gonna take that into consideration. Okay. So real quick, let me that was verse 21, right? Yeah, that was verse 20. Okay, let me go back. Ezekiel 3 and read verse 21. All right. Let's see, hold on. Ezekiel 3, verse 21. Okay, 21 says, if you do warn a good man not to sin, a righteous man, okay, if you warn a righteous man not to sin, and he listens to you and doesn't sin, he will stay alive, and your life will also be spared. So again, you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, okay, we are our brother's keeper, okay? And if the Spirit tells us to go out there, you know what I'm saying, wake that brother up, whether he listens or not, we're supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because through the Spirit, okay, a lot is riding on you if you know this truth right here. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, obedience is better than sacrifice. I mean, we go out there into the hedges and highways, and we don't talk to everybody, every person that walks by. But if the Spirit tells you to stop that person and talk to him, you better do that. Okay? You better do that. Okay, real quick, I'm going to go to Acts 20, verse 31. Okay? This is Acts. Hold on. Acts 20, verse 31. Okay, it says, watch then and remember that with many tears, day and night, I taught every one of you for 3 years. What does that have to do with 3 years? Oh, man, I know I need. And now I commend you to care of God and to the message. Okay, it's 32. I'm reading 32 too. Verse 32 says, and now I commend you. I'm going to read 31 and 32 together just to get the understanding of it. Verse 31, watch then and remember that with many tears, day and night, I taught every one of you for 3 years. And now I commend you to the care of God and to the message of his grace, which is able to build you up and give you the blessings the blessing God has for all his people. Okay? The message, okay? We got the message. We applied it to ourselves. So now we're responsible, okay, to pass this message on. Because that's how the Most High basically has this gospel to be spread to the four corners of planet Earth through our mouths, to the believers. You know what I'm saying? Because he can easily do it his own self, but this is his movie, so he's doing it the way he want to do it. Okay? So we are responsible for spreading this good news, for warning our people. So you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, brothers and sisters that are in this truth, okay? If the Spirit tell you to tell somebody about this truth, tell that person, whether they receive it or not. You know why? Because if you don't do it, blood is on your hands. And with that, you know what I'm saying, I pray that you brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, you receive this message, you know what I'm saying. If I said anything wrong, if definitely it wasn't the spirit, it had to be the flesh. Now I want to say, Ahabatham and Mawaf Lababal. Shalom.